Maddie Bouck, and welcome to this week's episode of Spring Hill Now. We'll have important details about a recent robbery on campus and how public safety officials are responding to keep the Hill safe. Get a schedule of the upcoming Thanksgiving-themed events you can be a part of, and how the Ultimate Frisbee team came out on top during last week's tournament. Plus, stay tuned for this week's segment of Badgers on the Spot. We'll also cover events happening around the town, weather, and what's happening in the world of Badger sports. All in this episode of Spring Hill Now. We begin with a recent robbery that took place last week on Wednesday, November 1st at Skip's Residence Hall parking lot. A student's car was broken into. Reporter Maya Falgu has the story.
Another burglary struck again on Spring Hill's campus last Wednesday. A student's car was broken into while being parked in the Skip's parking lot while she was only across the street. Sophomore Alexis Uritich left her car unlocked while she was at practice on the softball field. The criminal stole her fanny pack along with a set of keys, credit cards, prescriptions, cash, and more.
All the girls on the softball team, we park right by the fields always, and it's never really a problem for us to worry about like getting stuff taken out of our cars, like ever, because like we're so close to where we park that you would be able to see everything.
Uritich was left with no choice but to get her car towed since the criminal could have come back to steal the vehicle. Chief Kevin Anderson states that the incident was a crime of opportunity. He says there is no video evidence to display who the perpetrator may be.
There are no cameras in that area fixed on the parking lot or the ball field. But with cameras, we are actively working on expanding our camera system.
The crime is similar to one that happened almost a year ago, where a student was robbed at gunpoint in Mobile Hall.
It's kind of ironic, like as last year, because Mobile had an incident where someone was held at gunpoint and like there was a robbery that could have happened in the parking lot. It's just kind of scary that we don't have the surveillance to catch whoever it is that could be performing these acts, and to not have like proof or just like a visual idea of what to look out for.
After the robbery took place in Mobile Hall last year, former president of Spring Hill College, Dr. Joe Lee, sent an email to all faculty and students that the school was working to upgrade surveillance. However, a year later, the college is still moving forward with installing these cameras provided by the grant. With a lack of surveillance, students feel that these criminals will continue to remain unidentified and that crimes will only continue. Reporting for Spring Hill College Student Media, I'm Maya Falgu.
If you see anything on campus that looks suspicious or unusual, please contact public safety at their number. On a more positive note, Campus Programming Board is ready to get everyone in the fall mood. With Thanksgiving coming up, there will be lots of activities for students to enjoy before heading home for Thanksgiving break. First up, a night of making Thanksgiving crafts in the back of the CAF Tuesday, November 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. This opportunity will allow students to showcase their creative talents with their friends. Not into crafts, but find yourself to be a wordsmith? Be a part of Poetry Slam, November 10th from 6 to 8 p.m. in McKinney's. This is a free event with music, drinks, and snacks. This opportunity will allow students to inspire your fellow peers with meaningful words. This week's events end with a free Autumn Festival next Friday on November 17th on Ridex Commons from 6 to 8 p.m. Music, drinks, and snacks will be provided. For more details about the week's events, email CPB or message their Instagram. Next up, the Center for Student Involvement is collaborating with Campus Dining to bring Thanksgiving on the Hill. This event will allow students to cook one dish traditionally served in their home country and share it with students, faculty, and staff during lunch hours. Participating students will be given $50 to spend on items to prepare their dish. This event will be held in the CAF November 16th from 11:30 to 1 p.m. For any questions, email CSI through their email, or you can sign up for the event by filling out the Google form sent in an email from CSI on November 1st. It is encouraged for students from the same country to prepare their dish together. That's all for things happening on the Hill. Now we go to reporter Alisaya Rashid to see how the weather is going to treat Mobile this week. Alisaya?
Thanks, Maddie. Hey, Badgers. We have some cooling temperatures on the way and possibly some rain this weekend. Today we are looking at partly cloudy skies with the high being 73 and the low being 58. Winds will be at 4 to 8 miles per hour with a 10% chance of rain and humidity will be at 53%. Looking at Friday, we'll see some rain with the high being 74 and the low being 60. Winds will be at 2 to 6 miles per hour with a 50% chance of rain, and the humidity will be at 63%. Heading into Saturday, we still see a slight possibility of rain with the high being 72 and the low being 60. Winds will be at 5 to 8 miles per hour with a 40% chance of rain, and the humidity will be at 72%. Now let's take a look at our 7-day Badger forecast. Looking into next week, temperatures will mostly stay in the 60s and 70s. Be sure to keep a rain jacket handy for the weekend. Once the rains move through, we can expect cooler temperatures to follow. Sunday's high will be 71 and a low of 56. Monday the high will be 69, but it'll be a little cooler at night with a low of 49. Tuesday's high will be 67 with a low of 51, and Wednesday high will be 68 degrees. Well, that's all for this week's Badger forecast. Have a great weekend, Badgers, and stay warm. Back to you, Maddie.
Thanks, Alisaya. Looks like the weather could bring some rain, so be sure to have an umbrella on standby, Badgers. Now let's pass it over to reporter Bonnie Pavlotis to see what's happening in Mobile this week. Bonnie?
Thanks, Maddie. Hey, Badgers, get ready to hear what's happening around town. The 2023 Mobile Bay Walk to End Alzheimer's will be held on Sunday, November 12th at the USS Alabama Battleship Memorial Park. The registration will start at 2 p.m. with awards at 3 p.m. The walk will start shortly afterwards. This walk is free to attend, but donations are encouraged from any attendees. All funds are raised through the Alzheimer's Association. Well-behaved dogs are welcome, but must be on a leash at all times. This is a rain or shine event, however. In the case of severe weather, the walk will be canceled. For more information on the walk and where to donate, visit the event's website, or to learn more about Alzheimer's, visit the Alzheimer's Association's website. The purpose of this walk is to further the care, support, and research efforts of the Alzheimer's Association. The 40th Annual Mobile International Festival is rolling into town Saturday, November 18th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This event will be at the Greater Gulf State Fairgrounds on Cody Road. General admission tickets will be $12, and admission for college students will only be $5, so don't forget your student ID. There will be a parade of flags to kick off the festival Saturday morning, showcasing each country's flags and their representatives marching in the parade. Folklore dance groups will be performing throughout the festival, showcasing several dancing styles of different cultures. There will also be a diverse selection of food and drinks to try, along with other educational opportunities. For more information, visit the Mobile International Festival's website or their Facebook page. This event has taken place since 1983 and is dedicated to educating students in the general Mobile community about the diversity that exists in our city, state, and country. That's all for things happening around the town this week. Have a safe weekend, Badgers.
You're watching Spring Hill Now, winner of the Best Single Video and Best Presentation of Faith in the 2023 Catholic Media Association's St. Juan Diego Collegiate Journalism Awards. This is Spring Hill Now.
Now we go to reporter Kate Zeller to talk Badger sports. Kate?
Thanks, Maddie. What's up, Badgers? We are back and ready to fill you in on another week of Badger sports. Let's see what the Badgers have been up to over the weekend. First up, the Spring Hill College's Ultimate Frisbee team went up against Southern Miss last weekend. Reporter Liam Leonard shows us the action.
Over this past weekend, the Spring Hill Ultimate Frisbee team hosted a tournament on campus. Although only one of the two teams showed up, the Badgers made do and had a great time, according to senior player Braden Morgan.
So yeah, tournament was fun. We were supposed to play Alabama and Mississippi State. Unfortunately, Alabama wasn't able to turn out, but we ended up playing Mississippi State twice, which was still cool. We ended up winning both games, so that was fun. Thanks to them for coming out. They were a good crowd. They were fun to play against. But yeah, the tournament was cool.
The Badgers were able to make easy work of Mississippi State in the first game, winning 13-5. Although Mississippi State was able to fight back a little bit in the second, they were still no match for the Badgers, as the Badgers won 13-7, winning both games in the tournament. Senior Braden Morgan also discussed what the future holds for the Ultimate team.
So yeah, ultimate frisbee is primarily a spring season sport. So this is our only thing we had this fall semester for playing wise. But in the spring we have a tournament in Tuscaloosa, and we have another tournament, but I can't remember the place that it's at. But yeah, we have at least 2 tournaments scheduled, and we'll have a couple other games that we'll hopefully get to play on campus too.
This has been Liam Leonard with Spring Hill Now. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to come out and support the Badgers next semester.
To keep up with the Spring Hill College's ultimate frisbee team, follow their Instagram page. Spring Hill College's cross-country runner Evelyn Herrera competed in the women's 6K at the NCAA South Regional last Saturday. Herrera made her NCAA postseason debut in the women's 6K race as a freshman. She obtained her personal best time of 24 minutes and 9 seconds in the race, while being the top runner in the SIAC conference at the meet. The Gulf South Conference announced last Friday that Spring Hill College's midfielder Poppy Bindings earned a spot at the All-GSC Women's Soccer second team. Binding is the first player in program history to receive an all-conference from GSC. Binding is making an appearance in our very own SHC record books by being the first in career goals and second in points in the Division II conference. The Spring Hill College's volleyball team swept against Tuskegee University last Friday. Ariana Weaver led the match with a double-double that featured 12 kills and 12 digs. Jessica Fairley led the match with 19 assists. The Lady Badgers finished undefeated in their conference for the 7th straight season. Senior night was also celebrated after the game and recognized all the seniors for all their hard work. Now let's see what's coming up for our Badgers this weekend. The Spring Hills volleyball team will play in the 2023 SIAC Volleyball Championship later today. Location and time are to be determined. Men's basketball is off to a hot start with back-to-back games on Friday and Saturday. They will travel to Melbourne, Florida to play against Florida Tech at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and the team will go up against Rollins College on Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for this weekend. Good luck to all our Badgers. Back to you, Maddie.
Thanks, Kate. Let's move on to this week's segment of Badgers on the Spot. Spring Hill Now reporter Isaac McPherson went out and asked more on-the-spot questions. If you would like to submit questions for the next Badgers on the Spot, message our Spring Hill Student Media Instagram page, and be sure to check out next week's segment of Badgers on the Spot. That's all for this episode of Spring Hill Now. Remember, you can get all Spring Hill Now newscasts on demand at livestream.com/SpringHillCollege. Be sure to follow Student Media on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Plus, get all the latest breaking news from the Hill anytime on our website, thespringhillian.com. I'm Maddie Bouck. From all of us at Spring Hill Now and Badger TV, have a great weekend, and be sure to tune in next time for the last show of the semester.